I gave you pieces I should have kept, every promise I never meant. I shaped myself to fit your space, just to see your smiling face. I stopped being who I was for a love I called enough. But somewhere in the way I tried, I disappeared inside. I thought love was sacrifice. Now I see the price. I lost myself loving you, and everything I tried to do. I gave you more than I had left, till there was nothing of me left. And now I'm standing here alone, trying to find my way back home. But I don't know where I begin. I lost myself loving you. I learned your silence like a song, even when it felt so wrong. I turned your distance into hope while I was losing my own soul. You didn't ask, I didn't say, I just kept fading away, thinking if I loved you right, you'd never say goodbye. But love should never break you down. What it did to me, I lost myself loving you, it's true. And I don't blame you, but I can't stay in what I've become, a heart that's always on the run. So I'm learning how to be someone who belongs to me, even if it still cuts through. I lost myself loving you. I wake up to the same old light, but nothing feels alive inside. The mirror shows a face I know, but not the one I used to hold. I drink my coffee, fake a smile, try to feel normal for a while, but something in me doesn't stay. It drifts so far away. I should be healing, moving on, but I still feel so wrong. I still feel empty where you used to be, like a missing part of me. No matter how I try to fill, this silence stays here still. And I don't know how to pretend that this will every breath I take feels free, but I still feel empty. when strangers in the street remind me how we used to be. I try to love, I try to care, but nothing ever feels like there is something missing in my chest that never comes to rest. They say that time will ease the pain, but I still feel the same. I still feel empty every night when there's no one by my side. I laugh, I talk, I play along, but everything feels wrong, and I don't know what else to do. And even peace reminds me of you, no matter how I try to be. I still feel empty. Maybe you took more than love. Maybe you took enough to leave a space I can't replace. No matter time or place, I still feel empty, I confess. Living in this emptiness, even when I'm not alone, it still feels like I'm on my own. And I don't know if I'll be free from what you left inside of me. All I know is constantly I still feel empty. I still feel empty. I turn the radio on at night just to feel something inside, but every melody I know turns into you somehow. The words don't sound the same no more. They carry you through every chord, and I can't tell what's real or wrong when I still hear you in songs. I try to change the station fast, but you still find your way back. I still hear you in songs I can't escape. Every note still calls your name, even silence starts to play. Memories I can't erase, and I don't know how to move along when every chorus feels so strong. No matter where I go or run, I still hear you in songs. I used to love the way we danced to every lyric, every chance. Now every beat just pulls me into where we used to live. I try to sing, I try to lie that I don't feel you every time, but every sound cuts through me wrong, 'cause I still hear you in songs. They say music heals the pain, but it only calls your name. I still hear you in songs on every line, like you never left my mind. Every verse becomes your face in some invisible place, and I don't know how to be strong when everything still Was our love just music too? A tune I cannot feel of you? Or is it just the way you stay in everything that plays? I still hear you in songs that won't let go, in every high, in every low. You're the echo I can't fight, in every lonely night. And even time can't make it done. You're still the only one who lives inside me all alone. I still hear you in songs. I packed your name into my past, told myself this pain won't last. I changed the sheets, I cleared the room, but you still live in every tune. I walked away from what we were, but every step still felt like her, like something in me stayed behind, while I kept saying I'm fine. I took the road you're not on now, but I still don't know how. I tried to move forward, I really did, but your memory won't quit. Every night I turn the page, you're still there in every stage. And I don't know how to be free when you're still a part of me. No matter how far I try to go, you still feel like home. I met new faces, heard new names, but nothing ever feels the same. Like I'm just chasing empty space. With your ghost I can't erase. I laugh so people think I've healed, but nothing here feels real. It's just a mask I learned to wear, to hide you everywhere. They say that time will make it fade, but you still haven't changed. I tried to move forward, I swear I tried, but you still live inside my mind. Every road I choose to take still leads me back to what we made. And I keep losing track of time, stuck between your heart and mine. No matter where I roam or go, you still feel like home. Maybe I didn't let you go, or maybe I just moved too slow. Maybe some love never ends, it just pretends. I try to move forward, but I can't. Still holding what I had, you're in every part of me. Even when I try to leave, and I don't know what I'd become when I'm still the only one who never really let you go. I tried to move forward. We wrote our names in borrowed time, like we could make the stars align. But But even stars can fall apart when they're not meant to share one heart. You held my hand, then let it go, like something you already know. That we were chasing something fake, a love too fragile to create. I saw it coming in your eyes before you even said goodbye. It was the love that wasn't meant to stay, just a beautiful mistake. We tried to build forever from the start, but it broke us both apart. And I still feel it in my chest, even after all that's left. Now I understand it all was sent, a love that wasn't meant. We laughed like we would never fall, like nothing could destroy it all. But quiet cracks don't make a sound, they just bring everything down. I replay every maybe stay, it slowly faded away. And now I know what truth can show, some loves are meant to let go. Just out of time, two hearts not meant to intertwine. It was the love that wasn't meant for us, but I still gave you all my trust. We held on tight, we held on long, until everything went wrong. And now I'm left with memories of what we almost used to be, a story time couldn't prevent, a love that wasn't meant. Was it fate or just disguise? Two hearts with different skies. Did we ever really stand a chance, or just a broken dance? It was the love that wasn't meant to last, but it still haunts my past. We tried to fight what we couldn't change, in a world that felt so strange. And even though we're worlds apart, you still live inside my heart, a lesson time could not relent, a love that wasn't meant. The lights go out, the world gets still, and every empty corner will remind me of the way you left, like love was something you forget. The air gets thick, I can't explain how silence carries all the pain. I lie awake, I hold my breath, like I'm still waiting for what's next. I try to sleep, I try to hide, but you still live inside the night. The night still feels heavy without you here, like it's carrying all my fear. Every shadow knows your name, every dream still feels the same. heavy. The clock keeps ticking, slow and loud, like it's reminding me somehow that time moves on, but I don't move. I'm still stuck, missing you. I hear your voice in passing wind, like you were here and gone again. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm not at home. They say the dark will set you free, but it only brings you back to me. The night still feels heavy in my chest, like it never learned to rest. I close my eyes, but still I see the ghost of you in front of me. And I don't know how to pretend that this is anywhere near the end. It follows me endlessly. The night still feels heavy. Was it love or just goodbye that never really said goodbye? Or does some pain just stay awake no matter what it takes? The night still feels heavy, I confess, wrapped in all this emptiness. Even stars can't break through you in everything I go through. And I keep trying to let go, but it's the only thing I know. It still belongs to memory. The night still feels heavy. Yeah, heavy. And I still feel you here. I smiled so you wouldn't see what was happening inside of me. I said I'm fine, like every day, while I was slowly fading away. You talked, I listened like before, but I wasn't really there anymore. I was falling piece by piece, right in front of your peace. You looked at me, but never knew what I was going through. You didn't notice me breaking inside while I was trying to survive. I was screaming without a sound, still standing my ground. And I kept pretending I was strong while everything in me went wrong. Now I know what it means to be unseen while breaking quietly. I held my tears behind my eyes, turned every hurt into disguise. I laughed when I should have cried, just to stay by your side. You never asked, I never said what was spinning in my head. So I carried all the pain like falling in the rain. I was calling your name. And now I'm learning how to be the one who finally sees what I was trying not to show. I was breaking and you didn't know. You didn't close the door with sound. You just let silence settle down. No final words, no reason why. Just shadows where we used to lie. I called your name into the night, but nothing answered back this time. Like even echoes lost their spark when you left me in the dark. I kept reaching, you let go, and I was the last to know. You left me in the dark, no light to see, just the pieces left of me. No goodbye that I could hold, just a silence turning cold. And I keep falling in the past where nothing was meant to last. Now I don't know where to start. You left me in the dark. I still hear you in my head, in every word you never said. Like ghosts that walk through empty rooms, still pulling me back to you. I try to turn the light back on, but everything you touched is gone. And I'm just standing in the flame of a love that lost its name. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd try, but you just faded from my life. You left me in the dark, I still remain, holding on to all this pain. No map, no sign, no way to know which way I'm supposed to go. And I still see your fading trace in every empty space. Now I'm the one who reached for you, you turned away, like I was something you couldn't stay. No warning sign, no helping hand, just dust where we used to stand. I thought you'd catch me when I broke, but you just watched without a word spoke. And every hope I held so tight fell apart that night. I trusted you, I let you in. That's where the fall begins. You let me fall without a sound, left me lying on the ground. No second chance, no saving grace, just emptiness in your place. And I was screaming in my mind for you to turn, for you to find the heart you used to call your all. But you let me fall. I replay every single scene where love stopped being what it seemed. You stepped back while I slipped down, and I was breaking without a sound. I made excuses for your eyes, for all your slowly fading lies. But truth don't hide forever long, it only shows when love is gone. I should've known by your goodbye there was no reason left to try. You let me fall, I still remember the cold night in December. No reaching out, no holding tight, just you walking out of sight. And I was left there on my own with a heart that turned to stone. Now I know what love can call when you let me fall. Was I too much or not enough, or just a phase you gave up? Did you ever feel the sting, or nothing at all? When ending things, you let me fall. I see it now, even if I didn't know how to stop the crash, to change the end, or ever fix what couldn't mend. And now I'm learning to rebuild from all the pain you left and spilled, but I still hear it in my soul. You let me You left like it was nothing new, like walking away was easy for you. No turning back, no second try, just fading out of my sky. I waited longer than I should, believing maybe you still would come back and say you lost your way, but you chose to stay away. I kept the door half open wide, but you never stepped inside. You stayed gone and time moved on, but I'm still stuck where you belong. Every night I still pretend you might walk back again, but the truth keeps cutting through. There's no more me and you now. All I feel is what we've done. You stayed gone. hear you in the air, in places you're no longer there, like echoes that don't understand. You slipped right through my hands. I tried to turn the page ahead, but every line just leads me back instead, to the moment you let go without a reason I could know. No goodbye I could hold, just a silence turning cold. You stayed gone and I stayed here, drowning in the things I fear. No return, no final sign, just memories in rewind. And I don't know how to move when I'm still missing you. Now I'm learning what it means to be undone. You stayed gone. Was I ever worth the fight, or just a shadow in your life? Did you ever look back once, or was I never enough? You stayed gone, I finally see that's the only truth for me. I held on to what was dead, still replaying in my head. And now I'm learning how to live with the love you couldn't give, but it still hurts like it's begun. You stayed gone, yeah, gone, and I stayed behind. You were the calm in all my storms, the place where I felt warm when everything was falling down. You made the noise turn down. I used to run into your arms, believing nothing could do harm. But even safe places can break when love starts to fade away. I didn't see it coming through, the way you stopped being you. You were my safe place once I smiled. Now it's empty when I go there. The same arms that held me tight let me go without a fight. And I still look for you in pain, in every memory that remains, but I can't find you anymore. My safe place is gone for sure. You used to know me deep inside, before the distance started to rise. Now even silence feels so strange, like everything has changed. I miss the way you used to stay, not slowly drifting far away. I thought that love would never end, but you became my past again. I trusted you with all my soul. Now I'm learning to let go. You were my safe place once, now I know even safe places can go. I was home inside your name. Now I'm left with only pain, and I still reach out in my sleep for something I can't keep, a love that slipped out of words to say, but you slowly drifted away.